I think it is. No, it's
Oh, it
connecting
says
right
it
now.
is.
It
Oh
is
boy,
connecting right now.
caught us off guard again.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Hello.
Oh,
Oh, we sorry,
Chris,
sorry.
Chris, did you get all your laughs out?
I
Because we're
tried. It
live.
didn't work. It didn't work. It's Julie at the end got me, and I just lost it from there. So
All right.
All right, let's have some fun. Hi, Chris. Hi, Susie. As we laughing when we started our live. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. Today, this morning, or evening, maybe for you, we're getting together again to share our thoughts on, first of all, on our own news 17, and then our lovely website, Victory with Ash. So, if you're currently watching this, you know what? Hashtag victory with Ash away. Okay. Everywhere you go. And if you are not sure what it is, just follow Victory with Ash. That's where you wanted to follow. So hashtag everyone, Victory with Ash, together. All right. So let me kick it off, Susie and Chris, on O New 17. You
hey,
know,
Julie, I apologize for interrupting you
yes.
because you're laughing still. I want to let everyone know that all three of these YouTube channels, we are doing all three of our YouTube channels. And that real smart one, I don't know if she's over there. They're both smart, but Susie McRae, she's been out such great messages lately and spot on. Please like and subscribe to Susie and Julie and myself because together we are the whole package. Let me tell you. All right.
Oh,
Really good, Chris. Thank you so much for reminding me. Yes, absolutely. It doesn't matter where you are, what you are doing. If we are talking about Victory with Ash, you want to like, subscribe to the message, and subscribe to the channel. So let's me kick it off with ONU 17 again. I love ONU 17. To me, as always, Mr. Ash Mufareh, our founder, has always make a declaration every single time when he put O News out there in our OES back office. Okay. The point that he was made on this O News 17 was very clear. And what a beautiful analogy yesterday, Susie. Your analogy, which really on point and it was so perfect that it's preparing everyone who are self-sufficient to be preparing, to get ready to get into Victory with Ash. And it was so beautiful. Mr. Ash Mufareh's update on the O News has always been very gentle, very thoughtful, yet very meaningful and very powerful at the same time. When reading O News 17, it really makes me feel like I am included in this gift. I am going to be receiving this gift called Victory with Ash. And I don't know about you. When you are reading O News 17, Susie, Chris, and I know that you're probably going to share your thoughts on that as well. If you come and read O News 17 with the excitement and hopeful, and when you read it, you know that you are in it. You are included in it. You are inclusive, right? And if you were to read O News 17 with fear or uncertainty of not sure what's going on, when you read it again and again a few times, you feel hopeful, right? You feel very more hopeful. And if you're reading O News 17 or any O News that's been putting out there, and you had this anger and hatred or whatever inside, you will not be able to see Mr. Ash Mufareh intention. So I would suggest, personally, I am reading it several times. Okay, I'm reading it several times. And remember, Mr. Ash Mufareh said, we are all sharing the same destination and that same dream together. And for an orderly and successful journey, some people simply will be seated before others. But rest assured, he said, there will be plenty of room for everyone who wants to come on board in good faith. So let's continue to share that life yesterday that we did yesterday. If you're out there and you haven't watched it, please continue to watch that, because in that live, and especially focusing on the point that Susie said in terms of the analogy, it's so good. You'll see the bigger picture. So that's for me, Susie. If you would like to share your thoughts.
Okay. Well, thank you, Julie. Thank you, Chris. God, you're making my head so big. I'm gonna have to get a hat like Chris soon to get on here. It's so good to laugh. It is so good to laugh. You know, that really burns more calories than a lot of things. So I've been laughing as much as I can. But thank you, Julie. That was wonderful what you said about Oh New 17. Once again, Ash has delivered. The words he used, like you said, it's gentle, gives us information. Just, I always, we kind of think about the words, but also how do you feel? And you touched on that, Julie, which was excellent. How do you feel after reading that? Okay, you feel reassured. Everyone should feel reassured we're on this journey together. I would like to thank Ash for acknowledging me in that. I mean, how great is that? How much fun is that? But a couple things that you touched on, and I'm just looking, there is one thing Ash commented on. In truth, there are a few people, that aren't coming along on our big jumbo jet. And I love the word he used. They were self-deleting, self-deleting. They did not even apply or try to apply. And just as a reminder, if you did not fill out an application, that's okay. That's okay. This is inclusive. So, like Julie said, go back and read the wonderful words that Ash put together back there in ONU 17 and see how you feel after reading. I know I feel terrific. It's very concise, it's very to the point. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is many of you may already be aware of this. If not, victorywithash.com. Victorywithash.com is up. Okay. Prior to it being up, there was like a placeholder that said Victory with Ash coming soon in October or whatever. Now, when you go to victorywithash.com, you are going to get a really good flavor and idea of the flow of that website. I really loved it. The things I loved about it, and maybe you agree with me, I love the picture of Ash right there with his thumbs up. Okay. What a terrific picture of someone who is smart, sharp, uh, um, optimistic, giving us the thumbs up. What a way to present Victory with Ash with him there. Okay, I really, really like that. There's so many things I like about it. I may end up doing my own live later about that, but I want to be brief and to the point. There are so many different areas in Victory with Ash you can look at, the words. And once again, how do you feel when you're reading it? I'm going to tell you how I feel. I feel terrific. I feel magnificent. I feel wonderful. And one of the biggest reasons why I feel that way is the words used, the anticipation of what's going to come, how it's going to help me and other people, and how we're all going to be in this circle together to bring forth the big, bold, beautiful shared dream. The other thing I wanted to mention is when I looked at it, I am so proud to represent Victory with Ash, which we know is the bridge that's going to bring us to the next business. Why am I excited? It's free, number one, and free does not mean that it does not have value, because we know it is loaded, chock full of value. Even though we haven't seen all of it yet, you can feel it when you look there. This is going to be life-changing. So what I started thinking about, you guys, was how wonderful will this be to invite people to this platform? So as a reminder, you can go look around and check it all out, but you can't register. Okay? Registration is closed because if you follow the instructions that Ash has told us, very soon he will be getting links to the priority position people who will have the links where they can register. And then there'll be another round of people able to register. It's by invitation only. So if you're there and you're trying to log in and you're clicking on it and, oh, I need to put in a password, you don't have to worry about that. Registration is closed right now. But very soon, as Ash said in O News 17, we're going to start onboarding into that jumbo jet. So my recommendation is go take a look at it. It's going to make you feel like $1,000,000. I know it did for me, and I am going to be very, very proud to share this abundantly with people, because people, once they see this, they're going to go, wow. So thank you, Ash, and your team for this beautiful gift that we're getting ready to share with other people. So that's it for now. Chris, I know you wanted to talk about a few things, so it's all yours.
Thank you, my beautiful sisters. Both of you definitely inspire me, and the message you're giving. Listen, first of all, let me do this because I forgot. Hey, 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 hey. I got to do it. It's my trademark. I'm sorry. I even get sick of it sometimes, but it's okay. We're doing this because when we put posts on our Facebook or our social media, our phones blow up. My phone, after I put a few messages out, went from half a pound to 85 pounds because so many people are asking me questions. And we're doing this so all the questions get answers. What Julie just said, what Susie just said, yes. We have a public website, which is really cool. A lot of people, like Susie just explained, Chris, it won't work. You're all good. Founders are good. Don't worry about it. Remember we said don't sweat the small stuff? I had right away, Chris, you got links because you got it. No. That's a public website, guys. That's for everybody. And yes, you can share it out. Yes, you should be going in there and checking it out like I did. Now, the funny thing about me, because it was a long day yesterday for all of us yesterday, my eyes were so shot is I couldn't see one of the most important things on there. Well, there was all important things, but I thought the code of conduct. And if you don't know where that's at, click on the website, scroll all the way down. It's right at almost to the bottom, right in there. It'll say code of conduct. It might be different on your phone, but it's there. And thank you, Tanya Narelli, because I couldn't find it, but it was right there. I just couldn't see it. And I'm not going to read it to you, but I'm going to just say one, maybe two things. It says in there, membership is a privilege, not a right, which you've heard a lot of us say for a while. It also says it provides, you're going to be oh my God, Julie, help me provide. We're just going to say PROVIDE, provide. Oh, there we go. Provide proof of personal identity as described in the separate identity verification guidelines. Yeah, KYC. Why? Because Ash wants real people. Go on your Facebook. I know people that got 300 Facebook accounts and they're not their names. This is what Ash is doing with the KYC, because a lot of people ask me that. My opinion, he wants real people. He wants to understand real people. He doesn't want, different names for different people. He wants real people, and you're going to have to prove that. So, and don't get crazy about that either. So, I also would like to say, ONU 17 rocked. These two just explained exactly how I feel, because I don't want to repeat what their beautiful messages just were. And let me tell you something. When you're reading through the code of conduct, like I said, I'm not going to read it to you. Responsibility. I also would like to see this. We have hundreds, if not thousands, of groups for this company. Old name, change the old name, get rid of that. I would like to see all of you read the code of conduct and add that to your groups, because it's a great thing to follow, because a lot of these groups, they're like blow the hat off my head, because I read some of the stuff they put in there. So follow the code of conduct. I think it's very important. It's ethical. And Ash is basically saying we want individuals that are ethical, clean, respectful, proud, excited, And that's, like I said, representing this company to me is an honor. And I never, ever want to go away from that. But please look at the code of conduct. It's on the bottom. Share. I know, well, you can share it because it's public, but use those same code of conducts in your groups. All right. And let people know if you ain't doing right, you're done. That's how I look at it. This is what Ash wants to do right now is like Susie said, people got rid of themselves. It wasn't that we did it because we don't ever do that, but people got rid of themselves. So I think that's all I got. And like I said, we're doing this to fill you in. So our phones go back to weighing, half a pound instead of 85 pounds. And I don't mind the questions. We were up pretty late last night answering a lot of questions, but this is why we do this, to give you information for you to understand, to be more clarified, which is really helpful, I think, to a lot of people. That's what we want to do. We want to clarify everything that pops up, everything Ash puts out. But when victory with Ash, when we're in there, and remember, this is how I look at it. The last is still going to be first, and the first is still going to be last. Why? Because we're all going to be taught the same value no matter what time of day or hour or month that you get into this. Because guess what? 8 billion, don't tell anybody, hold on. I said 8 billion people in this world are waiting for this company. And there's another 8 billion business who need this company. And there's another 600 zillion trillion people that are looking for the tools that we have and what he's going to teach us in there. And my God, if you don't get into this, because it's free, number one, to learn, I think you're a little, maybe you're one shy of an apple in the basket there, but I love you all. I'm going to turn it back. I've talked a lot longer than I thought. I'm going to turn it back to my beautiful sister, Julie. Oh, you changed your name. I was going to announce you as Miss Big and Beautiful, so we already know that one. But Julie Wen and Susie, I love you both. Julie Wen, I'm handing it back over to you.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Susie. Great points. You brought it up. I wanted to emphasize one more thing. As we going toward Victory with Ash, getting on board to it. Remember, membership in Victory with Ash, it's a privilege. It is not a right. So we really need to, and also, Susie, I want to bring this up too, the point that you had talked with Mr. Mufara before about self-sufficient. I believe self-sufficient and following instruction at this time is instrumental. It's really important. And so going into this, remember, it is a privilege. It's not a right. And get ourselves ready by being self-sufficient and follow instruction. That's all I have, Susie, unless you have something else.
Yeah, I'll just wrap up, listening to you guys, all great information. Thank you for sharing all of that. When you're on a big airplane, you got to behave. You cause a ruckus or you're disruptive or you're doing something that's not in the code of conduct, can't help you there. Okay. The second thing I just wanted to tell people, remember, this is invitation only. This membership is invitation only. And if you're in your mind, you're thinking, well, who's getting links? How am I going to get links? When am I going to get a link? This will all be laid out. As Ash said, there's a process in place. Once again, and it's difficult, I know, for a lot of us who are thinking and wondering about the mechanics and who, what, when, where, how, why. Let's just take a deep breath, because the overview of it is, this is a beautiful website that we're going to be entering as members by invitation. I think all of us and then the public are going to be blown away by what this has to offer. And those steps are going to unfold sooner than later, so that we all understand, we all know the process to get into Victory with Ash. Go back, read it, check out the website, and hopefully you have a big smile on your face like we do about what was announced yesterday. That's
Hey,
it for me.
Susie, and I know we want to do this quick and short because shorts are powerful. I just thought about your darn airplane analogy because it's been going in my mind all day. I just thought about, and this is a question to all of you, you can answer in the comments. I can't see them, but How many of you get on that plane and then you snuggle up to a pillow or a book, and there's that beautiful steward or stewardess explaining to you about your seatbelt, how it works, about the air things that come down, about the little floaty cushion you probably didn't pay attention that's underneath you in case something happens. Me, honest to God, that's probably the only thing I ever really pay attention to when I get on a plane. Same with the code of conduct. Same with Ash is telling you. Everything that they're teaching us on that airplane is about our safety. It's about our health. It's about our life. I believe Ash Bafar is doing the same thing. So when you see that stewardess, pointing up to you and you think, oh God, I've seen this 100 times, really pay attention to it, because I promised you missed something. Don't miss anything. That's it for me.
Perfect. That was perfect, Chris.
That was
Perfect.
perfect wrap. Yep, that was perfect. All right, thank you, everyone. And remember, get ready. It's about to take off.
What do you do?
I've got my bags packed and my passport ready. I'm going.
What's that song you can all start singing? I'm leaving on a jet
plane. Don't
Woo!
know when I'll be back.
Let's never do that again.
No. The only good singer in our house is the sewing machine. We'll end on that.
All
All
right.
right.